Hey there, folks. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and thought-provoking story that sparked a heated debate in a small Australian town. Get ready for a deep dive into the power of art, the complexities of history, and the ongoing struggle for racial equality. So, picture this, a 150-year-old statue, a little black boy, stands in the heart of Maitland, Australia. But this isn't just any statue, it's a controversial piece of history that has divided the community. Originally designed as a hitching post for horses, this statue has become a symbol of something much deeper. You see, this statue, known as the little black boy, is actually a lawn jockey, a figure with a dark past. It's a style that was manufactured in the late 19th century by a U.S. company, and it's widely considered a racist caricature. But how did it end up in Maitland, and why is it still there? That's the million-dollar question. There are a few theories floating around. Some claim it's linked to a legend from the U.S. War of Independence, a story about a brave 12-year-old boy named Jocko Graves who froze to death while tending to horses. Others say these statues were used to warn escaped slaves of danger. But the Jim Crow Museum, which curates racist historical objects, says there's little evidence to support these claims. A heritage assessment conducted for the Maitland City Council adds another layer to this complex story. It suggests that the statue's history and significance should be considered within the context of the time and place it was erected. And that's where things get really interesting. The report states that the statue, with its small stature, partial clothing, and submissive position, is unlikely to have been purchased to celebrate bravery. Instead, it's a powerful expression of racial and class inequity. It's a stark reminder of the ugly side of history, and for some, a symbol of racism and colonial power. Now, here's where it gets personal. The statue has been a beloved part of the community for generations, with locals embracing it and even dressing it up in sporting colors. But not everyone sees it that way. Tara Dever, the chief executive of the Minderibba Aboriginal Land Council, calls it an ugly and awful thing. She sees it as a symbol of the racism and colonial power that exists on Wannerua land. Enter Osvaldo Budet, a Puerto Rican artist, who has spent years researching this statue and its impact. His artwork, On July 11th Monuments, is a powerful response to the statue, eliminating its image from souvenirs and recreating it using ink made from Maitland coal. Budet's work connects the statue to the region and the practice of blackface, and it's a thought-provoking piece that challenges the status quo. But not everyone is happy with Budet's artwork. A majority of council members voted in favor of a resolution expressing their high level of disappointment with the decision to exhibit Budet's work. They consider it a political statement rather than art, and the mayor, Philip Penfold, has directed gallery staff to erect a sign warning locals that the art may cause offense. Penfold maintains that he's not seeking to censor or remove the exhibition, but simply making it clear that the views expressed are not those of the council or the community. However, Budet feels that the sign is an act of audacity, especially considering the statue itself, which depicts an African-American boy as a slave, has no warning on the street. This story raises so many questions. What does it mean to preserve history? How do we navigate the complexities of race and art? And who gets to decide what's acceptable and what's not? These are the deeper questions that this controversy brings to the surface. As we reflect on this story, it's clear that art has the power to provoke thought and spark important conversations. It's a reminder that we must continue to question, challenge, and strive for a more equitable and just society. So, what are your thoughts on this controversial statue and the artwork that it inspired? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Until next time, folks. Peace out.